So, good evening all. Good evening Vitali, good evening Ronan, good evening Valentine, Oksana, Falern, and Jack, and Manji, and Roland, and I think that's, and Quarenta as well if he's still here. Okay, so, let's get down to work. So, good evening Singh. And yes, it is AK. Hi there, AK. That's great to have you as well. Okay, we're going to go straight into an open close. So it says, hi Aditi and hi Roland. Speculate as to the word that goes in the gap. Okay, the article is entitled Pound in biggest monthly fall against the dollar since 2016. So, hi Noel, yes, and hi El Nari. So here we go with the first one. It's great to have you all. It's great to see you all here. It's wonderful. Okay, so it might take a while for this to come through to many of you, but let's see. Okay, worries over for the UK economy, the pound slide by about 5%. The US dollar in August. Hi Patricia, hi Rohi, great to have you. You got my message as well, that's great. So, worries over for the UK economy, the pound to slide by about 5%, the US dollar in August. Shalom Reynard the Fox. I was wondering about the origin of Reynard the Fox in a video I was making today. It probably comes from a medieval German story. Okay, so hi Inaz, great to have you. I was doing the Patricia's phrase, blood runs thicker than water, or blood is thicker than water. No, different words in each space. Different words in each space. Good evening, Manisco. Great to have you. So, what different words, not one. This would be impossible with one word. Worries over for the UK economy, the pound to slide by about 5%, the US dollar in August. Ha! Okay, so this is definitely quite challenging. Notice this verb to slide. Yeah, it's an infinitive which dictates what you can put here. Here. Okay, so worries over for the UK economy, the pound to slide by about 5%. Okay, definitely the first one. Ha! You see, I got it right, Reynard. That's wonderful. Okay, hello, Abdul. Okay, so let's see, Vitali. I definitely give you recession for the UK economy. You see, about the pound to slide doesn't work, Vitali. Let's see for learn. Worries over the volatility of the UK economy predict the pound to slide by about 5% compared to the US dollar. Okay, so compared to is two words. I think predict works and I think volatility works. Okay, Sing, that's really good. Okay, inflation for the first one works quite well. The perspectives, I like that one, Valentine. So Ronan, what you need to do is invent words to fit in the gap for it to make sense. The prognostic for the UK economy forecast the pound to slide by about 5%. So the first two are good, Patricia. That two at the end, no. And Jose Luis, worries over the provokes. Doesn't work. Worries, so Oksana, worries over the consequences for the UK economy. We need to have the consequence. No. Okay. Okay, that below works. Slide by 5% below the dollar. Worries over the stability. I like that word, Ronan. That's a really good one. Hi there, Funda. Okay, foresee the pound to slide by Valentine. That's very good. Here. So, El Nari, remuneration doesn't work, but that against I really like. So, Renyard, over the crisis for the UK economy, forecast the pound to slide by about 5% in relation to. So, who was it who got this last one bang on? It was Singh, wasn't it? For the integrity, worries over the integrity, I would say the integrity of the UK economy. So, let's have a look at the right answers in this. So this is what was actually in the original article. Worries over the prospects. Yeah. I quite like the crisis. The worries over the future for the UK economy led the pound to slide, caused the pound to slide by about 5% against the dollar. So, over the situation, I like that, Milagros. For the over the pound, over doesn't work. To slide about 5% down the US dollar, it needs to be against. Okay, so you've got the idea. Let's try the next one. Okay, this is quite hard, so don't lose faith, because this I think is going to be hard even for native speakers. Okay, so let's see. The last time the pound fell so against the dollar, notice this, against the dollar, one currency against another currency. Yeah, against, that's the preposition to use, was in October 2016 of the Brexit. Vina, great to have you. So, the last time the pound fell so against the dollar was in October 2016 of the Brexit. So, good, Vitali, so low. Fell so dramatically, that's good. Dramatically against. I like low from Vitali, I like dramatically from 40. Ronan's low is good. So dramatically, this needs to be an adverb. So low. In the middle, in the mess, in the middle of the Brexit, that's quite good. So, fell so, no, below doesn't work. Ooh, Ronan. Congratulations, Ronan. Aftermath, that's the right word. Okay, below doesn't work, Sing. So, Jack, fell so low in the run-up to Brexit. Okay, fell so low in the wake of the Brexit referendum. All of those sound really, really good. So Ronan, so drastically, well done Oksana, all your three answers work. Okay. Fell, referendum, very definitely. Wow, there are lots here I haven't read here. So for learn, so sharply, I like sharply, in the wake of the Brexit referendum, good for learn. In the run-up to Brexit, but it's the run-up, we've got an of. Fell so terribly, drastically, that's good Manji. Dramatically, well done Jose Luis. Referendum for Ronan for the last one, yes, definitely. So much for Aditi in the first one. Low for Abdul, good. Fell so much in the middle of the Brexit issue. Well done, Milagros. Well done. So, Valentin, so drastically. It's got to be an adverb because this is modifying fell. Dramatically for Jose Luis. Good. Referendum for the last one. Does well, Vitali. So, Patricia says, low, yes, aftermath, brilliant. Of the Brexit saga. I love that word, saga. In the midst, that's a good word, Manji, of the Brexit issue. Renyard, low, middle, affair. That's good as well, Renyard. So terribly. Yes, that works, Dennis. The Brexit imbroglio. I love that word, Ronan. Okay, well done, Ronan. Okay, so low, in the wake, aftermath of the referendum vote. Well done, Jack. Vote is the last one. Vote is the correct one at the last. Fell so much for Aditi in the aftermath, in the end of the Brexit voting procedure. That works as well. Fell so short. Short doesn't work, Manny, but in the middle of the Brexit collapse. That's good, Manny. In the plateau of the Brexit, plateau would work. The Brexit monetary office. Monetary office doesn't work. Hi, Firnaz. So brutally, I love it, Rohi. That's a great one. In the midst of for Abdul. In the era of. That's good, Rohi, as well. Dramatically, midst referendum. All of those are very good. In the wake of the torments. In the wake of the Brexit torments. I love it, Patricia. Okay, so here come the right answers for you. So sharply, midst, vote. That's brilliant, Firnaz. Fell so sharply in the midst of the Brexit vote. Good work, Firnaz. The last time the pound fell so much against the dollar, census doesn't work. A census is where you go round finding out how many people live in each house and things like, and how many children people have and things like that. It needs to be a referendum or vote, as we had here. Brexit issue, definitely, Rohi. So the last time the pound fell so much against the dollar was in October 2016 in the aftermath, very good, Ronan, of the Brexit issue. That works fine. In the Brexit plebiscite from 40, the Brexit mortality, I think, fatality, I think you probably need, Patricia. Okay, so let's go for another one. The prediction was vindicated in consequence. Okay, between you, you're doing a really good job. Who is it who got vote? There was someone there I saw. I definitely got vote. I'm trying to say in the wake. So Brexit. Oh, I can't find, but I remember someone got. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was Jack. Jack was the first one in with vote. Okay. So, sterling sank again on Thursday morning, below the 116 on the markets. So the sterling, well, we normally don't say the with sterling, it's sterling without an article. So Singh says went below. Yes, you were the first one to vote, Jack, on the stock markets. It would work, Oksana, stock markets, but this is exchange rates, and they call these markets I like that, plummeted from the from Aditi on the exchange markets. That reads pretty well, Aditi. Sterling sank again on Thursday morning, plummeting below 116 on the exchange markets. That's very good, Aditi. Way below. Yeah, that definitely works as well, Patricia. Went below. Good. You can probably oscillating below. Again, oscillating below 116. I guess oscillating definitely works for learn. Okay. On the sterling. Okay. Just below on the stock markets. Just below. Just below works very nicely, Vitali. Under below doesn't work. Way below and stock for Manny. Fine. Roland says stock. Renyard says just below on the currency markets. It was Aditi who went with that one, currency markets. And I quite like, I think that currency markets is very good. There's another word we use for them as well. Fell. Well done, Roland. Thank you very much. Fell is definitely better. Yeah, I think they probably use foreign exchange markets. Yes, that sounds great, Vitali. Sharply below. So stock market. Jose Luis, stock market is normally for shares. This is for currencies. So Abdul, sharply below. That's good, Abdul. And going below on the exchange markets. Well done, Milagros. Both work. On the capital markets. That would work, Singh. Dived below. I like that dived. That dived is much better. It's probably one of the best suggestions I've had yet. Far below on the Dow Jones markets. On the Dow Jones index. To stock. Doesn't work, but Vina. Way below. Foreign exchange markets. Good, El Nari. Plunged below. I like that, plunged from Singh. Dive. What's the past of dive, Hadi? Okay, the past of dive is dove. And that's a really good one. On the foreign exchange markets. That's good. Way below means a long way beneath. Yeah. This is A is way more expensive than B. Way means a lot. Renyard. The forex markets. I love that phrase, Manji. That's brilliant. Stock markets, Ronan is shares slightly below. Well below. That's good, Abdul. I like well below. Exchange market. On the exchange markets. In the exchange markets. Very definitely, Ronan. Went below. That works. Bellow with a double L means to roar. Yeah? Below with one L. Ebbing below. Oh, that's a lovely word. I love that, ebbing. So, Dennis. Exchange stock. Well, you say stock exchange. On the foreign markets. I like foreign. Plummeted from Vitali, looks great. On the money market, that's really good, Abdul. Went below on the potential markets. I guess that works, Malak. It's just slightly below. Dived. Yeah, okay, you could say dive or dove. I would say dove. Patricia, dive is what I call a schizophrenic verb. Dive, dived, dove, and dived or dove. I like dove because it's a different pronunciation to dove. Okay, thank you, Vitali. Floating below, that's not bad. Floating works quite well. Rohi, gone below the bull market. To plummet and to plunge is the same. Yes, Renyard. Just below. Forex, foreign. This is very good. Yeah. Way below. Down. So sterling sank. Here comes the right answer today. Okay, I don't think anybody got dipping, but I think dove was the closest we got. Plummeted, plunged, I think worked very well as well. That's it, Mary. Dipping. So sterling sank again on Thursday morning, dipping below 116 on the currency market. Okay, dipping below 116. Vitali says dive is regular in British English and irregular in American. I like the dove because it's more old-fashioned. Swooped. I guess swooped. Dipping below. This dipping below sounds very nicely. And on the currency markets, on the money markets, on the exchange markets. Okay, so let's do one more of these. To swoop, an eagle swoops down, catches its prey, what it's going to eat, and then flies away. To swoop, to come down on something very rapidly. Lunging below. I like that, lunging as well. That's a good word, Patricia. Yeah, the police swooped on the criminals. Okay, so to swoop is effectively to fly down, pick something up, and then go back up again. Yeah, monetary market. The monetary markets, I love it. Oh, I like that spelt. That spelt is very good, a very good first word, Vitali. Darkening the door, I like that as well, Quarenta. So, analysts said the fall spelt the darkening of the door for the economy. And businesses facing rising prices, and with households and businesses. Well done, Oksana. You got one. Definitely. Definitely. Well done, Oksana. With households and businesses. Very good. I would probably say a darkening era, but era is very good, Manisco. I like it. So analysts said the fall, what was it Vitali put? Spelt the darkening, spelt a darkening era for the economy, with households and businesses facing rising prices and and high energy bills. That's very good as well. Darkening vistas. That's brilliant, Patricia. Well done. I love darkening vistas. So down, no, Elnari, fall down is when you trip and fall on the floor. The darkening plateau, the darkening future with establishments and businesses facing rising prices, and so the darkening season, that would work as well. Valentine said the fall to be okay, the fall to be, well done for learn, the darkening period, a darkening period. Companies and businesses and deficient energy needs. So steep energy prices. I like that, steep energy prices, Vitali. That's very good. Steep energy prices. And soaring energy bills. That's really good. Sing. Soaring is the right word. So, severe. The fall, said the fall severe. No, the severe fall. The darkening crisis. Good. Okay, households. Definitely, Patricia. Households and businesses. Definitely. Soaring energy costs. This is very good. Soaring energy costs. Well done, Jose Luis. The darkening epoch. That's not bad. That's not bad. High energy cost. Good, Patricia. The darkening prospects. Ooh, prospects is very good. It's not quite the original, but it works perfectly. Darkening days ahead. Okay, well done. Reflects the darkening vision. Ooh, that's really good, Mally Keith. I like that. Reflects the darkening vision. Gives the picture. So, Aditi has just said outlook. And I think the right word was outlook for this. The darkening outlook for the economy. With customers and businesses, good, Aditi. And energy demands. That's very good, Aditi. Analysts said the fall was the writing on the wall for the outlook for the economy, with households and businesses facing rising prices and soaring energy costs. The fall evinced the darkening future. I love it, Manji. Big energy needs. Meh. With households. Definitely I like this word, households. Sharply. That's quite good. Alice said the fall. Sharply darkening. Nearly. Way's not bad. With households and businesses. That's not bad. And soaring energy prices. Good, Firnaz. Increasing energy costs. Good, Elnari. Escalating energy prices. I like that. Overwhelming, insurmountable energy costs. That's very good. Darkening epoch. So Jack says, the fall began. I guess that works. Outlook, I love this word. Households. Soaring and costs. Consumers, that works quite well, Mary. The writing on the wall. If the writing's on the wall, this is something that's going to happen. It predicts that something that's going to happen. Of dangerous. I think the last one, Manny, costs yet. Yes, definitely. Okay. Fall. No. As in to drop. Ronan. Soaring energy dollars. I guess dollars. I prefer costs. Okay. Darkening prospect. That's really good. Darkening prospect. Okay. Something ominous. Ascending energy prices. So let's give you the right answers here. Analysts said the fall reflects the darkening outlook for the economy, with consumers and businesses facing rising prices and soaring energy bills. Domestic and business, that's very good, Alnari. Yeah, that's doomed to happen. The writing is on the wall. It's something that's going to happen. Yeah, with with the way the weather is changing, the writing is on the wall. Energy costs, yes. So the fall reflects, shows, indicates the darkening outlook, the darkening prognosis, the darkening future for the economy, with consumers, households, private customers. But that makes this a lot more difficult. Tangible, something that's real that you can touch. Tactile means through the sense of touch. Skyrocketing energy bills, I like that. Outlook, forecast, yes. The darkening forecast, the darkening outlook. Gloomy prospects, I like that as well. The darkening gloomy prospects. To get one right thing is very good. To get more than one of these, absolutely right. But notice here there is no clear answer, and many answers are right. This that I show here are just the original answers, yeah. But many of the answers that you've put are correct as well, yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave this, and we're going to now do the more traditional thing. Okay, I've just titled this "Cheese Gives You Nightmares." This is the article we were doing last week. Picture. I like picture. Depict picture. Yes, I think that's very good. The darkening era. Well, they show a darkening era. Thank you, Ronan, so much. That's really kind of you. So this is about cheese giving you nightmares. Yep, tangible's an adjective, tactility's a noun. So, Marie-Pierre Saint-Onge at Columbia University has found that people who ate a healthy diet, which found, met, touched, connected, allied nutritional recommendations, took half as long to fall asleep as they did when eating their own diet, which contained more saturated fat and sugar and less fibre. Thank you very much again, Ronan. I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you. Okay, thank you, Ronan. So, let's see. We've got Met for Vitali, for Quarenta, for Valentine, for Manji, for Singh. Followed. Yeah, that's good. I like followed as well, Oksana. Met for Ronan, for Roland. Oh, I like the kisses as well. Thank you, Patricia. Okay, Met for Hadi and Anu and Strings with Wings. Welcome to have you. Met for Manny and Met for Vina. So, found. No, I'm sorry, Firdaz. Found doesn't work. Found. Complied with, touched, touched on, did some of, connected to, allied to. No, it's got to be met. As so, Met for Aditi, for Patricia, for Renyard, for Oppa, hi Oppa, Met for Malak. Okay, Rohi, high energy costs. Met for Jack, Met for Abdul. Met. No, it's definitely Met. This one's definitely Met. And by the way, it's not my birthday, but thank you all for all the kind wishes anyway. And thank you, Ronan, again. That was really kind of you. Okay, so let's go for the next one then. Met for El Nari. Thank you, El Nari. Well done. Impressed motion. I was touched by what you said. Or we touched on this topic while we were speaking. Yeah, so we mentioned it slightly. Just very lightly. So, cheese is low in fibre and high in saturated fat, but no more so than many other foods in our diet, including treated, worked, prepped, processed, cured foods. You're all going to get this. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, so we've got processed for Oksana, for 40, for Vitali, for Learn, for Valentine, for Sing, for Strings, for Anu, for Milagros, for Elnali, for Firdaz, for Roland. I got les bisous pour rien. Well, maybe it's because I'm a nice guy, P. Okay. Process for Michael, for Manji, for Ronan, for Hadi, for Patricia, and for Oppa as well, and for Renyard. Absolutely. Processed foods. Yeah, processed foods. Yeah, processed for Vina, for Jose Luis, for Fiendaz as well. This has got to be processed. For processed foods, very definitely. Let's see, treated. I think it's probably been treated with a chemical. Yeah, or maybe it's been treated with radioactivity. Processed for Maria as well. Hi, Maria. Worked foods. No. Prepped foods are things that are cut up, ready for you to directly to cook. And cured is preserved. You normally cure things with either salt or with smoke. Yeah, or maybe you could dry them in the sun. Processed foods, exactly, Aditi. Okay, so processed foods. These are industrial food products, things that come in packets. That's a prelude to the real birthday. Thank you, P. Okay, so yeah, processed foods. This is what Unilever make, or people like that. So Dennis, what was the first one? Met Dennis for the first one. Okay, there isn't much research looking at the mechanisms behind diet quality and sleep, but it could be up with, down to, in with, onto, up to tryptophan, a nutrient involved in synthesizing the hormone melatonin in our bodies, which is released at night and involved in sleep. It was met for both Dennis and Rohi. Wow, I'm impressed. It could be because of. And I can't, this is really, really good. So down to, for Learn, for Vitali, for Oksana, for Elnari, for Anu, for Manji, for Patricia, for Strings, for 40. Research looking into the mechanisms. Looking into, I think into is probably a better preposition there for Learn. Up to somebody. Okay, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's your decision. It's your choice. Yeah? So it's up to you what you do. But that's very different. So, down to. We've got up to from Oppa and Renyard. So it's up to you to choose what you do. But down to is the reason why. Particularly to put something down to ascribe a reason to something. Be down to. I'm going to lose that. Put. Yes. Down to. Attributed to. Ascribed to. Put down to. It's a very strong group. I quite agree, Ronan. Yeah, down to for Jack, for Hadi, for Ronan, for Renya. No, Renya's got the up to. Onto. No, I'm onto this. Up with. What's up with him? I'm fed up with him. Process definitely, Rohi. What's up with him? What are you up to. What are you doing? What are you planning? It's up with. It depends on the phrasal verb, Jack. Okay, that met nutritional guidelines, Abdul. Okay, so to be down to. In with. I want to get in with these people. Are you in with this? Are you in with the in crowd? Many. You firstly got to guess, Patricia. It's a question I won't answer until people get. Come down to, boil down to, put down to, exactly for learn. Okay. So melatonin, it's now talking about this. It's found in protein wealthy, affluent, strong, rich, hot foods, including cheese as well as meat, especially turkey, as well as fish, buckwheat, oats and tofu. Because is down to, because that's the idea, Sharon. He's in with bad company. That's good, Jack. Yeah. Okay, so Vitali goes for rich, so does Singh, Anu, Valentine, Ronan, Hadi, Elnari, Strings, Patricia, Sharon, Renyard, Vina. And Maria. So this is going to be a landslide. Rich for Firnaz. Affluent society, absolutely. An affluent area of Paris. Primaire arrondissement, maybe not. Rich for Ferdaz, for Manji, for Milagros, for Oppa, for Roland, for Aditi. Yeah. Protein rich. Protein rich. Protein wealthy is money. Protein affluent is money. Protein strong it could be, but it's not the... It's a chemical. I can draw it for you, Michael. It's I think it's something like 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons with a nitrogen in the middle of a ring. Protein based. Yes, that's very good, Anu. I like that. Protein rich for Jack. Protein rich for Malak. Engineered food. Yeah, processed food. Yeah. Protein strong. A strong point. Yes, definitely. So, definitely protein rich. Let's try this a different way. Yeah. No, it doesn't work. That's it. Okay. So. Yeah. Enriched with proteins. Down to, yes, Dennis. The reason because it's down to. That is why. Protein loaded. Yeah, loaded works very nicely as well, Michael. A hot potato. So, tryptophan is a chemical that you find in your body. It's a common biochemical thing. And so, rich for Rohi as well. Anecdotally, some of the most enduring horror stories could bill charge their origins to this. Bram Stoker, for example, was apparently inspired to write Dracula after a vivid dream brought in, brought on, brought out, brought by, brought over by eating dressed crab. So, we've got O for Vitali for Oksana. Environmental protection is a hot potato. Yes, definitely Roland. O for Singh. O for Anu. Abundant in protein. Yes, Firnaz. Okay, no problem, Sherwin. It's lovely to have you. It's great to have you, my friend. So, O for Manji. O for Elnari. O for Renyard for Valentine. Okay, it was a really good explanation about spherical aberration, Patricia. It's something I remember studying, that's why. Okay, O for Hadi. Bran is Rich, high in protein. Yes, for learn. Brought in by eating dressed crab for Oksana. O for Jack. O on for Sharon. And this is where I've lost my... O for Ronan. Brought in by Singh. Related to tryptophan. Brought in by Manji. O for strings. Or doing cocaine. O for Patricia. Protein strong food. It's protein rich food, Jack. O and on for Oppa. In for Hadi. Brought on for Vitali. So this is very interesting. We're all very happy about O for the first one. O for Jose Luis, for Roland. Aditi, O and on. Brought about by eating. That would definitely do, Renyard. Connected. No. So brought on by Ronan. Definitely, he says. Elnari brought on. Patricia brought on. Michael says brought in. Oksana, yep, it should be brought on. Brought over. Okay, the first one is O. Protein rich. Yes, rich in, Abdul, definitely. Okay, you owe your origins to. You owe something to something. Brought about by. Okay, Jack goes for on and Manji has changed her mind to on. Let's see, you bring in legislation. To owe, to have a debt. I owe you money. But here, have a debt for their origins. Yeah, protein laced. I like that as well. O and over. O. Okay. Brought ons for Jose Luis. Indebted. Yes, that's it. That's good, Firnaz. Charge their origins. No, the first one is definitely O. Bring in. You bring in legislation. You bring out a new record, or you bring out a book. You bring by. No, bring over. To brought on. Yeah, brought on. To cause to appear, as Oksana says. So you owe your origin to. The reason for the origin is, it's like you have a debt to something for your origin. So I owe my origin to my parents. O implies we borrow something and we have to give it back someday. Yeah, to be indebted, to bring on, to cause to appear. So it's saying that cheese brings on bad dreams. Well, that's the implication. Yes, well done, Ronan. Okay, so let's try another one. The next one's quite fun. This is a mistake in the original article. Yeah, this next one. So you just need to find the mistake, which is also a very hard thing to do. The story of Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde may have been first occurred to Robert Louis Stevenson in a dream following a copious late-night snack. Stemmed from, originated from. That's the idea of O's. Thank you very much indeed, for learn. That's a good one. Yeah? Owes its origin to, stems from, originated from. Very good, for learn. Yeah, you lace a drink. So yeah, my Coca-Cola laced with a bit of rum to make me feel better. To lace your coffee with something. Well done, for learn. Okay. Brought over. No, it's brought on, Rohi. Been is surplus. Well done, Vitali. May have first occurred. Well done, Pavla. Great to see you. Okay. And yeah, I thought it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's also, I think, is right. It's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which is another mistake. So there's there are two mistakes in it. May have first occurred. This one, it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I'm sure of it, because Mr. Hyde's the bad one. And this bean, we are all indebted to you for your valuable live lesson. Thank you, Firnaz. Okay, so Oksana, definitely. Take off the bean, says Patricia. Exactly. And correct Manji. The bean, says Ronan. Okay, and may have occurred for Ronan. Befell. I'm thinking about the previous one. Yeah, I guess. But brought on by. After a copious. So, bean for El Nari. Why the rum? Because I drink rum or whiskey every day. No, tell you the truth, Pete, I don't drink anymore. I probably have one drink maybe every 3 months. May have first occurred. Thank you, Manji. May have occurred. Thank you, Aditi Active. Might have occurred. Renyard. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, thank you, P. Today's your day, Ronan. You're hot. May have, absolutely, strings. Might have, says Ronan. May in the past, without the passive form. May have first occurred. So we lose this bean, and it's definitely Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so that was very good indeed. I'm going to put that back, but that was very, very good by both of you, by all of you. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And may have firstly occurred. Firstly works quite nicely as well. Okay, so let's try another one. Okay. Oh, the next one's easy. Next one's really... Yeah, you're right. It goes the other way round. Absolutely. Both Sharon and Patricia's right about the order as well. Hyde is the evil side of him. Well, we've got another 8 minutes to go, Ronan. But thank you very much. Thank you for your donation. And yeah, you were hot tonight, definitely. And there's no evidence inasmuch whatsoever, notwithstanding, consequent, looking at the best time of day to eat tryptophan-rich foods, says Saint-Ange. Tryptophan's a neurotransmitter. The rum is causing the inversion. I love it. So, we have whatsoever for Valentine Vitali, for Singh, for Elnari, for Oksana, brought on Daphne Abdul. Whatsoever for Sharon, and for Oppa, and for Ronan, and for Michael, and for Hadi, and for Aditi, and for Anu. And, yeah, DJ's playing, let's dance, yeah. So, whatsoever, says Manji. For Learn goes whatsoever as well. So does Sagad, Roland, Jack, Patricia, and Prashana. Good evening, Prashana. And Maria as well. Whatsoever for Renyard. This one was easy. And for Vina as well. Whatsoever. Well, this needs to be in capital letters. Whatsoever. Yeah, it doesn't matter which. Whatsoever Firnaz as well. Okay. Inasmuch. No. Notwithstanding. Definitely not. Inasmuch implies the reason. Yeah, notwithstanding is but, and consequence really doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so let's try the next one. People and persons. Persons is much more formal, Sharon. Yeah, persons unknown sounds like a a legal thing. Yeah, people is more natural, is more neutral. Persons sounds much more formal. Inasmuch, I am great fans of all of you, inasmuch as you all speak good English, to the extent that. That's good, Roland. Okay, notwithstanding, so I will go to and have the picnic, notwithstanding the weather, despite the fact that it's there. Okay, so let's try this one as well. I'm getting here. So yes, I love you all, inasmuch as, to the extent that you are regular and you always come to my classes. So I love you about that fact, to that extent. Okay, so let's see. It's quite a formal word. It's quite a formal phrase, Ronan. I've got a video on it. So we've got patterns for Vitaly and for Oksana. Persons is formal. Yeah, in courts, definitely. Shape for Valentine, patterns for Sing, patterns for Learn, patterns for Anu, patterns for Patricia, for Roland. Is it for Roland? I'm lost now. Yeah, for Roland. For Elnari, for Michael, for Prash, for Aditi, for Hadi, for Vina. For as much as, that's quite good. I like that for Learn. That's even more formal than in as much as. Patterns for strings. A table for 4 persons. Missing 4 persons. Yeah. Etc. Patterns for Manji, for Renyard. Okay, yes, Abdul, definitely. Patterns for Sharon, for Sagar, for Jack. To the degree that, Elnari, yeah, with respect to this factor, Elnari. Sleep patterns, says Ronan. Jose Luis says patterns. Fiendaz, sleep patterns. The sleep cycles, yeah, may affect sleep cycles. I quite like that, Anu. The parties and picnics are just virtual, notwithstanding the fact that it was raining. That's good, Hadi, I like that. Yeah, I enjoyed the picnic, notwithstanding the rain. I enjoyed it in as much as there was lots of food to eat. Okay, in the respect that. So patterns for Ronan, patterns for Maria, working patterns, good. Kumbaya, yeah, very definitely. Kumbaya, my lord. So, what patterns? The normal sleep patterns that people normally have, seriously. Yeah. Yes, Patricia's ice cream. There's no 4 after persons. Yeah. 4 people. I would say people. Evidence so far. Okay, so this may affect sleep. The model is the idea you have, is a theory. Fashions. The fashions are what you wear. Shape. Sleep doesn't have a shape. It's a sleep pattern. Yeah? It may affect sleep patterns, the way you tend to sleep. And let's try one more then. And maybe one more after this. Okay, so sleep patterns. By eating the right foods closer to bedtime. But eating the right foods closer to bedtime might actually be valuable, conducive, involved, rewarding to a good night's kip. In a particular fashion, in a particular manner. Yes, I sleep in this fashion for Learn. So, whatsoever, definitely Abdul. So Vitali says conducive to. Oksana conducive. Jack conducive. I think, Michael, valuable for a good night's sleep. Conducive to for Elnari, conducive to for Roland, and for Sharon, and for Aditi, and for Lern, and for Ronan, and for Vina, and for Manji, and for Patricia. Might be valuable for. I would use valuable for a good night's kip. Valentine. Conducive to appetite for Ronan and Singh. Conducive for Prash. Conducive for Maria. It's a collocation. Conducive to. Hello, Kavita. Conducive to for strings. Researchers find. Okay, conducive for Jose Luis as well. So, might actually be involved in, might actually be valuable for, might actually be rewarding for a good night's sleep. And I'm not very happy with rewarding. Okay, yes, conducive. If something is conducive, it promotes something. Yeah, contributive to. So, studying English every day is conducive to a good night's sleep. No, so studying every day is conducive to improvement. A collocation is a set of words that normally go together. I don't know the origin of kip. It's very informal, Oksana. 4 persons missing. 4 people missing. It's still more formal though, Vitali. Okay, so 2 words normally found together, that's it. Conducive to for Hadi as well. So, yes, I think this channel is definitely conducive to learning. Subject to. Different meaning. Late night binging. Ooh, that word's going to come up next week. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to stop. It's been great having you. You've been a great group. Thank you to Ronan for the donation. Let's see, the next stream on Tuesday. What day is Tuesday? 5th of Tuesday, 5th of September at 9:30 a.m. UK time. An atmosphere conducive to something. Tangible is something you can touch. Tactile is being able to touch, is the feeling. That's good, Michael. An elite school is conducive to a better working environment. Good, Roland. Yeah. Tangible, something that's tangible is something that's physical. So, for example, an idea is not tangible. A thought is not tangible. Whereas a glass of drink is tangible. Something in the real world. Tactile is being able to use. Tactile is using the feeling of touch. Yeah, his tactile senses are quite good. Okay, a conducive atmosphere. So, wow, thank you. Somebody just said Tuesday is the 6th. Thank you very much, whoever that was. 6th of September. Thank you, Oksana. Okay, so thank you all. It's been wonderful having you. Take care. I appreciate all of you. So thank you to Roland, to Vina, to Renyard, for Learn, for Seriously, to Strings, to Anu, to Manji, to Jack, to Michael, to Singh, to Oksana, to Valentine, to Vitali, to Manji, to Prash, to Pavla, to Abdul, to Manisko, to Sharon, to Singh, to Elnari, to Hadi, to Maria ATV, To Ronan, very much thank you. To Abdul, to Fiendaz. Who else do I need? To Strings, to Renyard, to Kavita, to who else? To Valentine, to Vina, to Falern, to Sharon, and I think that's everyone. Well, and to Patricia as well. So, and to Jose Luis. So, thank you all for coming. It's been brilliant having you. I will see you on Tuesday with a bit of luck. So, take care and have